Good evening. I've got a question, please, for James and Camilla. Obviously, packaging has been crucial for your brand's success, and fantastic packaging your brands have got as well. I'd just like to find out from you what other elements of the marketing mix have been especially important for you for investment, for growth, and maybe areas where you probably regret spending as much.
No, you go first. Ladies first.
Oh yeah, he needs time to think about this next.
Exactly, I need to get
You can answer the previous question if you wish.
Yeah, I know a lot about restaurants.
For us, in terms of marketing, is your question. I think that pies are very difficult to sample, so we can't stand on a train station and give out little kind of tasting samples, and we have had to work out how to sample, because once we've sampled, we've found that that's the touch point, and then we've been able to engage with the customers. So we've invested heavily in festivals, and we've built what we call a little Higgity kitchen, which goes on the road, and that washes its face, and that's been the way in which we've had to heavily invest. So I think that would be one of them. I wish we had a wish pies where I don't want a lady in a white coat in Sainsbury's giving a little taster of a cold piece of bland something. I want it to be the whole experience. So that's where we've invested. James.
Design, branding.
Yeah.
Branding, yeah.
I mean, you mentioned it before, but
Right, I've just been working on it. So I've got the answer.
Good.
So I always think that with a brand, you've got to think of it like a person. Okay, so basically, product's got to be right. Product is at the core of every business. You've got to have a great product. So that's the starting point. And then, you know, in all our cases, you know, the product looks nice. I mean, Biscuiteers looks lovely. Higgity looks great. I think Goo always look great. It makes a promise. It keeps a promise. So basically, if you make a promise, you keep a promise. People will come back. And then I think, basically, with a brand, you've got to be seen in the right places. So it's like a person. Be seen in the right places and get people talking about you. The right places, one of the best bits of marketing, to be honest, we ever did, was we did a deal with Virgin Atlantic and got Goos onto the planes. And so people kind of were subconsciously staring at these things for, let's say, 3 hours. And the branding was kind of staring at people in the face, you know, kind of locked into your seat. And the other thing is chocolate tastes very good at 35,000 feet. At 35,000 feet, your taste buds actually get dulled, which is one of the reasons why airline food is disgusting. It's not actually the fault of the food, it's the cabin pressure. But actually chocolate kind of kicks in above that, because of very strong flavors. Goo's particularly strong. So actually, that was a great bit of marketing for us. And basically, and Goo are still doing it. So effectively, it's a giant sampling campaign. 2 million people who are basically staring at it on their meal trays every year. And it didn't cost us a thing. So that was a nice bit of marketing that we did. And then I started thinking, I need to do some proper grown-up marketing. So I stupidly signed up a branding agency or a marketing agency and thought, well, you know, what we really need to do is do a TV advert. And to be honest, it was frankly, it was a waste of money. It was a complete waste of money. We spent a lot of money. So I think it was about 400,000. It was great fun making it. I mean, went down to Cape Town, had a fantastic holiday. But it was a complete waste of money. 400,000 on the advert, 600,000 on actually airing it on Channel 4. Actually, to be honest, I was kind of slightly embarrassed watching the advert. It was a bit, you know, it was slightly creepy in the end. So I wasn't at all happy with that. Complete waste of money. So basically, going back to my bits of marketing that worked, it was Virgin, and then we did this thing called the Gift of Goo, where basically we'd suddenly turn up at your office with basically tons of goo, And at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, people's sugar levels are down. They kind of, you know, and we became the most popular people in the office. And it's funny how basically when people go to work, they have quite low expectations in terms of being looked after. So actually, if you buy someone a coffee at work, you're suddenly their best friend. Or if as an employer, you suddenly say, you know what, I'm going to buy everybody lunch, fantastic. And so if you suddenly deliver chocolate desserts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you know, you get loyal customers for life.
Yeah.
That was a very good bit of marketing.
Brilliant.
Spending money on TV, not so much.